Being bold for me means embracing change and being open-minded and being there for new technology and for new generation coming in, and to be innovative and stay on top of the curve and always be there to implement new procedures. Working with your team in business to make sure that you are implementing their ideas and striving to do new things and going forward. Perhaps I could have been bolder earlier on in my career in climbing the corporate ladder, but I was at a stage in my life where being bold for my family and for my children was more important. And so now, as I've stepped into the role as general manager at Phoenix Truck and Crane, I feel that I've had a chance to be bolder there in my business decisions and going forward with the company. Being bold and aggressive are two different things. I think that young women can be bold and get their point across and be assertive with a certain amount of finesse. Coming across aggressive sometimes is a negative thing. So I think that you can be passionate when you're bold with still being a positive spin on it. And I think that young women can show that they're very determined, and that's a powerful thing. I think the place that I'm at now in my career, I'm leading 150 plus driver plus employees. That's another 50, so almost 200 employee company, while being a full-time mother and wife. That's my greatest accomplishment. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a big difference on how men and women approach different subjects, and although women leaders different too, they have big differences on everyone is unique into their own style. In the industry that I'm in, it's a male-dominated industry, and I find that the men lead in a different way from myself, speaking from my perspective, that I take more time and take a step back and assess the situation. I have a little bit more patience and understanding, and then of course I relate on a level with mothers. And some of my staff are returning from work from maternity leave, so those understanding and at that level I feel I can relate to some of the women better. I actually enjoy sitting down and chatting with anyone when I get the chance. I think that the people that I least expect to gain something from the conversation are the ones that impress me the most. And they can be from any walk of life, younger, older, youth, our grandparents. Speaking of grandparents, if I had to pick someone that I would speak with right now, it would be my grandmother's mother. I have a lot of questions for her. She dropped my grandma off at an orphanage when she was 7 months old with leaving no name, address, or forwarding information. So, being a family history nut, I would have a few questions for her. I get my enthusiasm and my energy from putting it out there. So I love to be busy, involved, even if I have a full plate when I walk in the door at work. I make sure that I touch base with everyone in every department. I want to know what's happening at the business level and also in their personal lives, because that affects them in their daily routine. And so I make sure that I talk with everybody, and from that I get their energy that I in turn take and go to courses, which I do as much for the business but as for me too, because I love learning. The more I can learn, the more I can give back to my staff. And at home, it's much the same. The more I can give to the family, the more I get out of it. So with 2 teenagers in the house, it's busy, it's high energy all the time, and of course having those moments to enjoy a glass of wine with my family. I do get out with my girlfriends, make sure that happens all the time. We're very involved in community and family events, so it's all about me at the end of the day, isn't it?